on the subject of domestic abuse. X marks the spot where my mother basically told me she didn't love me. This door behind me was my room for the 14, 15 years that I lived here. This room was my sister's whenever she was living with us. She's now at ORU. While the two of us were home alone, we were actually having a good day between us because I had stopped actively trying to return her hatred toward me. So we were, hanging out, whatever. And then we started wrestling, just teasing each other, whatever. Shortly after my sister was born, we both received a blanket from one of my mother's co-workers, a white woman named Miss Sandy. And she printed these blankets for us. I got this one with smiley faces, and Nicole got one with little duckies on it. Now, mind you, for the better part of 20 years, she stole my blanket and had it hidden away in her closet, unbeknownst to me until after college. But whatever. Point is, we're wrestling, we're having a good time. And she goes past my limit. So I'm like, all right, I'm done. I'm gonna leave you alone now. And then she's like, no, she keeps playing. So I take her rubber ducky blanket and I just wrap her up in it and I tie it off in a way that she can get free from the pressure, but it just allows me to get away because it's just playfulness between siblings, if anything. This happens twice. First time, playful, fine, whatever. I go in my room, I'm like, all right, I'm done. And then she goes in my room, opens the door, and tries to forcibly wrestle me, which is to her failure. Well, then that's whenever Lisa comes back and sees that Nicole is laid up in her room with a lesson learned. And even though the context was completely playful, this woman calls me out of my room, my comfort zone, into the hallway, begs me for my arm so that she could forcibly twist it and have my head or have my shoulder right there, as she proceeds to not only call me a nigga, but basically tell me that any form of self-preservation or worth that I had in this household is moot. Best, especially in comparison to Nicole, and that there is no reason for me to do anything. Long story short, mothers are abusive too.